you said there's the interesting thing about mating strategies is there's a small pool of desirable mates. And what the word desirable means is socially defined almost by on purpose to make sure the pool always stays small.
I would have a couple thoughts on that. It's an interesting set of issues you raise. Okay, one is that um, I think we have evolved adaptations. Part of our psychology is to detect differences, and so this is why, like I don't know, a Martian or an alien coming down, they might look at humans and say, "Boy, they all look alike."
Mhm.
As one, just like we look at I don't know, zebras or whatever, and we
Yeah.
think they all look alike. But what's important in decision making, especially in the mating domain or even friendship domain or coalitional selection domain, is the differences. And so I noticed this, just a concrete example of this. I was sitting around. This is again ages ago, watching a something like a Miss America beauty contest, and people in there with a bunch of other people, and they were saying, "Boy, did you see Miss North Carolina? What a dog!" And so
Yeah.
this is astonishing. And so here are like 50 contestants who are selected as the most attractive in their state, presumably. Although they claim it's based on talent, but we notice the differences, and this is why I would push back a little bit on the term socially constructed, because I think it's there are many different meanings of that phrase, and
Sure.
one meaning that some people have, one connotation, is that it's arbitrary, and I don't think it's arbitrary. So this has been another shift in understanding standards of beauty, where it used to be believed in the social sciences, you can't judge a book by its cover. Beauty is only skin deep. Don't judge people on the superficial characteristics. But in fact, physical appearance provides a wealth of information about the health status of someone, in the case of males, their physical formidability, and we have formidability assessment adaptations, and then fertility as well. So there are a very predictable set of cues to fertility that have evolved to be part of our standards of attractiveness, and they're not arbitrary. There are some culturally arbitrary ones. So like you go to the Maori in New Zealand, for example, and they find tattoos on their lips to be very attractive. So there are some culturally arbitrary things, but standards of beauty like cues to youth, cues to health, in women, clear skin, full lips, clear eyes, lustrous hair, a small waist hip ratio, that is circumference of the waist relative to the hips, is a cue to youth and fertility, and a cue to health. Symmetrical features. So we are a bilaterally symmetrical species, but we all have deviations from perfect symmetry that are due to different things: mutation, load, environmental insults, diseases during development, and so forth.